classmate. He is a Cornell graduate who is here to prove that an Ivy Leaguer is smarter than a fifth grader. From Bellevue Elementary in Denver, Colorado, welcome, Phillip Torres. Phillip, how are you?
Great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
You brought a guest.
Yes, I did.
Who did you bring into the classroom, Phillip?
This is Perry.
Perry, the cockroach.
Yes, I studied entomology at Cornell. Most people don't know it's a study of insects. So the scientific name for this guy is Periplaneta americana.
Okay.
So it's like Perry, you know.
Perry.
Yeah.
It's a cockroach, right?
Yeah, but it's, to me, I think it's more than a cockroach.
It's like a good luck charm?
Yeah.
All right, well,
so.
Perry, welcome to the classroom. I've met a lot of your relatives. Now, Phillip, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but you know, on this show, we have had graduates of Yale. Did not do so well.
All right. Well, I'm
Columbia,
not really surprised.
not so well. I want you to change that tonight. I want you to be the first Ivy Leaguer to walk out of here with $1 million, all right? $1 million. I figure you're a graduate of Cornell. You've taken a few tests in your life. Let me tell you how this one works.
All right.
On the board, you're going to see 10 subjects, first grade through the fifth grade. You ace this test, we're going to give you one more question. It will be worth $1 million, okay? Now, I would imagine at Cornell, they probably frowned on cheating, right?
Yes, yes.
These fifth graders are going to be taking the same test you're taking. You can cheat off of them. Let me introduce them. We have Jonathan, Jenna, Olivia, Bryce, and Francesca. All right, Phillip, pick one of them. Let's get started.
Let's go with Francesca.
She said, hi, little bug.
Who's Perry?
Hi, Perry.
Perry, are you scared of bugs?
As long as he doesn't bite or sting me, I'm good.
You're good.
I don't think he's going to do that. Well, tonight could be the night an Ivy Leaguer breaks the jinx.
That's right.
Let's find out. Is Phillip Torres smarter than a fifth grader? All right, Phillip. The board's wide open, 10 subjects. Where would you like to start the test?
Francesca, what are you good at?
I like science and math.
Awesome. First grade math.
First grade math, all right. All right, Phillip, here we go. The first question, worth $1,000, is this. How many sides are there on a right triangle? How many sides are there on a right triangle? Francesca has locked in her answer. Do entomologists have to know a lot of math?
Well, I think I know what a triangle is. So I'm gonna go with 3. I'm locking it in.
Of course there's 3 sides on a triangle. You got $1,000. 9 subjects remain. Let's double that 1,000. Pick another
Do
one.
it. Let's do second grade animal science.
Second grade animal science. Which of the following is a term for a baby male horse? A colt, a calf, or a doe?
Which of the following is a term for baby male horse? Well,
Francesca has locked in her answer.
a colt, pretty sure, is a baby male horse. A, colt, locking it in.
Perry looks happy with it. He just said, of course he's happy with it. It's a Colt. You got $2,000. You had Colt as well. You had him covered. She had you covered.
Thank you.
Good job, Francesca. 8 subjects remain. You got 4 classmates to pick from. Choose another one.
Let's go. Bryce.
Bryce, if you had to help with a couple of questions, what would they be?
Social studies or any kind of geography?
Social studies or geography?
You know, I think I'm going to stay to second grade science.
Second grade science, all right. Listen carefully, Philip. The second grade science question is this. True or false? When water boils, it turns from a liquid into a gas. True or false? When water boils, it turns from a liquid into a gas. Bryce has locked in his answer. What are you thinking?
Water boils, it turns from liquid into a gas. I'm going to have to say true on this one. True.
You answered that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Usually 50-50 questions I don't worry about. True, false are always 50-50. You know a lot about gas?
Certain kinds.
When water boils, it turns from a liquid into a gas. You said that was true.
Yeah.
Philip, you got $5,000. We'll be playing for 10 right after this. All right. Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Our contestant, Phillip Torres, a graduate of Cornell University, got $5,000. Next correct answer will take you up to $10,000. Pick another subject.
Social studies!
You said you're good at social studies, yeah? All right, let's do it. First grade social studies.
First grade social studies. It's worth $10,000. Here's the question. How many U.S. federal holidays are there in the month of August? How many U.S. federal holidays are there in the month of August? Bryce has locked in his answer.
All right. How many U.S. federal holidays are there in the month of August? I don't know. I don't think there's any. But I'm not sure.
All right, let me explain your cheats to you. You have a peek, which means you can peek at your classmates' paper. You have a copy, which means you have to take the answer that they have written down. And you have a save, meaning if you guess wrong but they're right, they save you, and we continue with the game.
You know, I am going to peek. I'm going to peek.
Gonna peek.
See, I got to trust them.
Take a look at the board. Bryce said 1. So you were thinking none.
I was thinking none.
And he said 1. So you go with your gut or with his?
You know, I'm still going to go with none. And I'm going to hope that if I'm wrong, he'll save me. So I'm going with 0.
Remember me telling you about all the other Ivy League schools?
Yeah.
And you were going to show them up today.
Yep.
You brought over 100 Cornell graduates, and how their bosoms must be swelling with pride. How many U.S. federal holidays are there in the month of August? You know what? Everybody in the classroom over here has it right. You want to see what they said?
Yeah.
The correct answer is 0.
Come on. All right. Don't worry, buddy. Thanks. Thanks, dude.
6 subjects remain. You've got 3 classmates to choose from. Pick another one. Mr. Jenna, come on up here. 6 subjects on the board. Choose another one.
Let's do 3rd grade measurements.
3rd grade measurements, all right. We got some student loans to pay off. We need
right.
this one.
That's right.
You get it right, you leave with no less than $25,000. The 3rd grade measurements question is this. How many milliliters are there in 0.45 liters? How many milliliters are there in 0.45 liters? Jenna has locked in her answer.
All right. How many milliliters are there in 0.45 liters? Okay, milliliters, 10 to the negative 3rd. So there's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So 0.45 liters, that makes 450 milliliters. $450 milliliters. Locking it in.
Phillip,
Yes.
if you had any doubt, you could have dropped out with $10,000. That's still a lot of money. Take a look at the board. How many milliliters are there in 0.45 liters? You said 450. The correct answer is 450. 1 liter, 1,000 milliliters, 0.45 times 1,000 is 450. You guaranteed yourself no less than $25,000. All right. You're halfway to the $1 million question.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. You still have your copy left in your safe. Phillip, it's time to pick a subject.
3rd grade U.S. geography.
3rd grade U.S. geography. All right. The question is worth $50,000, and here it is. Pennsylvania borders which Great Lake? Pennsylvania borders which Great Lake? Jenna has locked in her answer.
Pennsylvania borders which Great Lake?
That is the question.
I didn't even know a border to Great Lake. It's kind of a drop.
Well, as I said, there's no reason not to answer. I mean, you got $25,000, you miss it, you're not giving money back. Like all the other Ivy Leaguers did.
You know, I think I'm gonna go with Lake Erie. And I hope I get saved if I'm wrong. Lake Erie, locking it in.
Well, let's see if we can make you feel any better about Lake Erie. Why don't we show you what the 5th graders in the classroom said? Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Lake Ontario, Lake Ontario. You do have a save remaining. Take a look at the board. Let's see what Jenna said. Jenna said Lake Superior. So hopefully it's either Erie or Superior. Question is, Pennsylvania borders what Great Lake? You said Erie. The correct answer is coming up when we come back. Smarter than a fifth grader. Our contestant Phillip Torres is here with his lucky cockroach. We're struggling a little bit on the $50,000 question, which is Pennsylvania borders which Great Lake? You said Lake Erie. Your classmate Jenna said Lake Superior. At least one of you is wrong. Pennsylvania borders Lake Erie. You got $50,000.
Oh my God! Yes!
All right, Phillip, let's pick another classmate. Olivia, come on up here. All right, Olivia, there's only 4 subjects left on the board. Which 2 do you like the most?
World history and U.S. history.
World history and U.S. history.
I'm not good at history. So, I'm going to stick with some 4th grade English.
4th grade English, all right. 4th grade English. Phillip, you ready?
I'm ready.
4th grade English, worth $100,000 is... Which sentence contains a transitive verb? The class ended early. The teacher found his notes. The students excelled. Which sentence contains a transitive verb? The class ended early. The teacher found his notes. The students excelled. Olivia has locked in her answer.
Which sentence contains a transitive verb? Class ended early, teacher found his notes, the students excelled. Transitive verb, I believe, is a verb that's referring to something else, another noun. So the class ended early, it's still just the class. The students excelled, just the students, but the teacher found his notes. I think found is referring to his notes, which I think makes it a transitive verb, but I'm not totally sure. You know what? I'm gonna go with B. The teacher found his notes. Lock it in.
Which sentence contains a transitive verb? A transitive verb needs a direct object to complete its meaning. In this case, the answer is B. The teacher found his notes. You got $100,000, Phillip.
Oh my God, I gotta do this.
He left us. Phillip,
Yes, sir.
say this out loud. I have $100,000.
I have $100,000.
3 subjects on the board.
All right.
It's up to you.
You know what? I'm gonna do 5th grade world geography.
5th grade world geography.
Come on.
All right, you can see the question and still drop out of school.
Okay.
It is worth $175,000. Here it is. The mouth of the Indus River is in what country? The mouth of the Indus River is in what country? All right, Olivia has locked in her answer. In your world travels, you ever hung out around the Indus River?
I have not. Because it's Indus, it sounds like India. I'd like to say that, but that's just probably not right.
You have $100,000. If you answer incorrectly, you give back $75,000 of that $100,000. You have a copy left. You have a save left, meaning if you have an idea, and if you do, we haven't heard it yet, you could guess, and if you're wrong and they're right, they could save you.
Kids, you shouldn't do this at home, but I got dropped out of school.
Oh, looks like another Ivy Leaguer who can't get through our little quiz. If you had to guess, what would you have said, Phillip?
I would have said India, but that's just because it sounds like it. I would have had no idea.
You would have said what?
India.
India. The Indus River begins in Tibet, and then it travels through India, and the mouth of the Indus River is in Pakistan. You did the right thing. You didn't know, you didn't guess, and you're walking out of here with $100,000. By the way, little piece of trivia. You are the #1 winning Ivy Leaguer to appear on the show. But, like every Ivy Leaguer who has stood here before you, there's one piece of business before you leave. There's the camera.
My name is Phillip Torres, and though I may be a Cornell University grad, I am not smarter than a 5th grader.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? You kids ready to meet your new classmate? He is the leader of the lunch ladies who graduated from Truman Elementary in Tacoma, Washington. Please welcome Ralph Peschek. Oh, nice hair there, Ralph.
Well, you know, Jeff, we want to get you a little involved as well.
You brought me a hairnet.
We brought you one because... that looks great.
Why not? Why not? Now, Ralph, what exactly does it mean you are the leader of the lunch ladies? What's your job?
I'm the food service director at a local school district. And on a day-to-day basis, my crew, my ladies and my guys, we produce about 10,000 meals on a daily basis.
Oh, every single day.
Every single day.
Unbelievable. And you've got some of the lunch ladies here rooting for you.
Those are my ladies.
All right. You want to lose the hairnet?
Yeah, I'm going to lose mine
All right,
too.
here we go. These 5th graders are going to be taking the same test that you're going to be taking. In fact, we're going to let you cheat off of them. So pick one of them. Let's get started.
Oh, my goodness. Francesca!
Now, Francesca, favorite thing to eat in the lunchroom?
Pizza.
Pizza. Pizza day is always
Not
a big day.
surprise.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out right now, is Ralph Peschek smarter than a 5th grader? 10 subjects, Ralph, it's your choice.
What's your best subject?
My best subject, I really like animal science, but I also like the first grade questions. If you want to go with that.
First grade music?
Yeah.
We're going to go with first grade music.
First grade music, all right. First grade music, it's worth $1,000. Here's the question. True or false? By the dawn's early light are lyrics from the song America the Beautiful. True or false? By the dawn's early light are lyrics from the song America the Beautiful. Classmate Francesca has locked in her answer.
True or false? By dawn's early light are the lyrics from the song America the Beautiful. Oh my goodness. You know, we used to sing it all the time in school. I am going to say true.
I love true or false questions because you got a 50-50 shot even if you have no idea. Pretty good odds. First grade question.
Yes, sir.
6-year-olds.
Yes, sir.
You had a 50-50 shot. I love the fact that your lunch ladies are over here just laughing.
Yeah, I'm not going to look at them right now.
Ladies, I know he's your fearless leader, but he's wrong. What song is By the Dawn's Early Light from?
Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner. You said true. If Francesca said true, you're leaving before breakfast is even settled in our stomachs. Forget about lunch. Oh, Ralph. Oh, say, can you see the board over here? For $1,000, Francesca said, false, you're still here. Ralph, don't scare me like that anymore. We still have 9 more subjects before the $1 million question.
Scare you? How do you think I feel?
The next question is worth $2,000. Pick another subject.
Third grade animal science.
Third grade animal science. Oh, it's a field trip question.
Oh my goodness.
This is very cool. We are going out of the classroom and we have a National Geographic correspondent with this question from somewhere in the world.
This is a Japanese giant salamander. It's one of the largest amphibians on the planet. True or false? This guy's warm-blooded.
True or false? The amphibian known as the Japanese giant salamander is warm-blooded. Oh, these darn true or false questions. Francesca has locked in her answer. You never served one of those in the cafeteria, I hope.
No. If I remember correctly, amphibians are cold-blooded. And if an amphibian's cold-blooded, then that would be false. False.
How you feeling?
Second guessing myself right now.
Second guessing yourself. Don't, because you are right. You got $2,000. All amphibians are cold-blooded creatures. There you go. There you go. All right, well, your classmates can only help you 2 questions at a time. Francesca returns. Let's pick another one.
Oh, my goodness. Right.
right, what's the worst lunch you ever had at school? The worst?
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
Yeah. It's like rubber. Like, one of my friends dropped it and they're like, boing.
It bounced?
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. A bouncing
not a good
hamburger is
thing.
not a good
No.
thing.
It might have been in, you know, on the grill a little too long.
Yeah. All right, there's 8 subjects up there. The next one's worth $5,000 to you. What is the leader of the lunch ladies going to pick?
I'm going to ask you, what are your best subjects?
Astronomy and geography.
We're going to go with second grade world geography.
Second grade world geography. All right. The second grade world geography question worth $5,000 is coming up when we come back. Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Our contestant, Ralph Peschek, has $2,000. We're about to play for $5,000. The subject is second grade world geography. Here it is. If Jonathan were in Mexico City and he walked due west, what is the first ocean he would eventually run into? If Jonathan were in Mexico City and he walked due west, what is the first ocean he would eventually run into? Yeah, classmate Bryce has locked in his answer. You ever been to Mexico City?
I've never been to Mexico City. That's what's causing me a little pause. See, if we were talking Baja, it'd be easy. I am going to peek.
You want to peek?
I want to peek.
Peek. All right. This 10-year-old said he thought the first ocean that Jonathan would eventually run into is the Pacific. How's that feel, Ralph?
Feels good. I think Bryce and I are the same mind and Pacific.
All right, Jonathan, well, since the question is about you, do you have anything you would like to say to Mr. Pescheck?
Yeah. You got $5,000.
You're right! All right, choose another subject.
Second grade measurements.
Second grade measurements, all right. Second grade measurements is worth $10,000. The question is, Francesca has a jar containing U.S. pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. What is the minimum number of coins she can take out of the jar in order to have exactly 32 cents? Francesca has a jar containing U.S. pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. What is the minimum number of coins she can take out of the jar in order to have exactly 32 cents? Bryce has locked in his answer. You make change all day long in the lunchroom, don't you?
Absolutely. 32 cents to pull out of the jar. So if we take 32 cents, subtract a quarter, so that's 25 down. And then pull a nickel, that gets us to 30 cents. 2 more pennies. So that's, if I'm not wrong, 4 coins.
Ralph, I couldn't have said it better myself. It is 4 coins. You got $10,000. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
All right. We need to get this next question right.
Yes, sir.
Because you get this next one right, no matter what happens, you've got at least $25,000, okay? Time to select another classmate.
Mr.
Olivia, 6 subjects. Which ones would you like to help Mr. Pescheck with?
The astronomy and art.
Astronomy and art, a 1st grade and a 3rd grade question. What do you think, Ralph?
Let's go with 1st grade astronomy.
1st grade astronomy, all right. This question is worth $25,000. The 1st grade astronomy question is coming up when we come back. Our contestant, Ralph Peschek, has got $10,000. We're about to play for $25,000. You selected 1st grade astronomy. Ready to see the question?
I am.
All right, the 1st grade astronomy question is this. The planets in our solar system orbit around what star? The planets in our solar system orbit around what star? Olivia has locked in her answer.
The planets in our solar system orbit around what star? Well, when I was growing up, we knew that star as the sun.
When you were growing up.
It's a few years ago.
Well, I know, you're not a kid anymore, but that's what we still call it, the sun, and you have $25,000. There we go. You got at least $25,000. Good job, Ralph.
Good thing.
Ralph, you're halfway to the $1 million question. Look at that. All right, choose another subject.
3rd grade art.
3rd grade art, why not? All right, the 3rd grade art question, worth $50,000, is this. According to the color wheel, what color is complementary to orange? According to the color wheel, what color is complementary to orange? Olivia has locked in her answer.
You know, I know that red and yellow, when you combine them, make orange. Does that make them complementary colors? I'd like to copy.
The color wheel has the primary colors in it. Do you know what the primary colors are?
Primary colors would be red, yellow, blue. Okay.
Those are the primary colors. Because when you mix blue and yellow together, you get
green.
When you mix red and yellow together, you get
Orange.
When you mix blue and red together, you get
Blue. I'm sorry. Purple.
Purple.
Lunch lady.
So, the complementary color is the primary color that is not included when two colors are mixed together to make a secondary color. So in this case, when you mix red and yellow together to get orange, the complementary color would be
Blue.
blue. All right. So, that looks to be kind of how you're feeling right now, Ralph. Blue.
More like green.
So, here's where we stand. If Olivia said blue, you have $50,000. If she said anything else, you leave us with $25,000. Take a look at the board. Olivia said red. But you can't be upset with her because you didn't know it either, and you're the leader.
That's right.
But you still have $25,000. That's a good day's work. Congratulations, Ralph. Pleasure to meet you. All right, before you leave to start churning out those 10,000 lunches, one little thing you must do in our classroom. There's the camera.
My name's Ralph Peschek, and I may be responsible for over 50,000 meals a week, but I am not smarter than a 5th grader.
We'll see you next time. Take care.